Gilead Sciences shares they are surging on some very promising drug news. Let's get right now to Meg Terrell with more on this big story. Meg.
Hi, Brian. This is breaking news from Stat News. Basically, they got a glimpse from one of the hospitals that has been enrolling patients in a clinical trial of Gilead's remdesivir, the University of Chicago. And essentially what they saw in video communication to faculty members there is a report that on the clinical trial, it sounds like the patients, according to them, are making rapid recoveries, at least in terms of their fever and their respiratory symptoms. Stat reporting nearly all patients discharged in less than a week. So this is not controlled clinical trial data. We are still waiting for that from Gilead and expect to see the first of it later this month. It is a glimpse into what one of the sites that is running this trial is seeing, and it looks pretty encouraging, guys. So we're all going to hope that we see this continue to bear out when we see the bigger data set. But it is our first glimpse into a clinical trial. And as my friends Adam Feuerstein and Matt Herper, the reporters for Stat News who broke this story, report, it looks pretty encouraging.
And at today's White House briefing about the coronavirus, our president said today, quote, "People should have told us about this." Be that as it may, today he said our country has passed the peak of the illness. And by his thinking, as he put it today about our nation's population, still upwards of 80% of us indoors, America wants to be open, he said. Americans want to be open. The president and his people today unveiled their grand reopening strategy, which we will detail in a moment. After claiming total authority earlier this week, Trump now says it's up to the governors. It should be noted here, we have no idea how those poised to go back to work are going to be tested prior to going back to work. But as the president put it today, quote, "You have states with few cases, and those cases have healed. You have states without any problem and states with very little death." He says in places that reopen, quote, "As we see a hot spot developing, we'll be able to suppress it, whack it. Outbreaks will be put out quickly." Mike Pence got up and said with a Pencean straight face, "We've protected the most vulnerable.